Impact segment tonight, former ABC newsman Ted Koppel, not a big fan of cable TV news, writing in the Washington Post. Mr. Koppel says, quote, commercial success of both Fox News and MSNBC is a source of nonpartisan sadness for me. Trend is not good for the Republic. Daniel Patrick Moynihan's oft-quoted observation that everyone is entitled to his own opinion, but not his own facts, seems almost quaint in an environment that flaunts opinions as though they were facts, unquote. Well, this is a fact-based news analysis broadcast here, and the fact is that we've invited Mr. Koppel on the Factor more than a few times. We want to discuss his ongoing beef, but Mr. Koppel is not up for the challenge, or so it seems. So there is no question that the Fox News channel has eclipsed some of the traditional news agencies as far as influence is concerned, and I believe that's what is bothering Mr. Koppel. As always, I could be wrong. Joining us now to analyze, radio talk show host Tammy Bruce. She's in Los Angeles, and here in New York, Ellis Henican, columnist for Newsday. So to me, it sounds a little like sour grapes. Now, I know that being said, I know there are abuses in cable television, as there are abuses in any industry. And there are people on the air that bloviate and make up stuff and spout lies. But I worked in network news, and there were no pristine organizations over there. I was at ABC when Ted Koppel was there, and it wasn't. So I'm getting the sour grapes feeling here. What do you get?
Well, listen, nobody gives up a monopoly willingly. It's a whole lot more fun when you run the whole street. And now
he's out of the game.
Yeah, but clearly he identifies with the old version of television news. And I'm not here to trash it, incidentally. I do think there's a place for objective news reporting, and I think there's a place for point of view journalism like we practice around here.
But would you say the Shepard Smith program, Brett Baer program, Megyn Kelly program during the day, wouldn't you say that it's objective journalism?
Well, I mean, we could pick. I might have slightly different reactions to each of those, but listen, there are traditions of what I would call old journalism. What I grew up in, I mean, covering cops and courts and city hall and all that stuff in a balanced way, right? But that's different. That is fundamentally different and has different rules.
But we do that. Do you not know that?
Clearly we do.
Right.
But there is also a place in the world today, and I think this show is an example of that, where point of view is expressed in a very clear fashion.
Names me and a bunch of other people and said, look, these guys are just lying. They're just making up facts, Tammy. And I'll submit to you that Ted Koppel could not sit in the chair where Ellis is, nor would he want to, and sustain my questioning. He couldn't give me examples of me lying on the air, using an opinion not based on fact. He couldn't do it. If he could, he ought to come on in here and do it, and then he'd shut me up for good. Go ahead.
Well, that's the problem here, is that what they're seeing is Americans, they're realizing, are seeing the alternative to what they claimed was the best thing ever, which was their princely pontifications every night with no contradictions. And now they're realizing that as Americans see what real thoughtful coverage is with a variety of opinions, like on this panel, they're getting embarrassed. And really, he talks about ritual in the article.
But why would they be embarrassed? Look, they still make a good...
They're embarrassed because...
They make a good living. I mean, all the network newscasts make money. The morning programs do very, very well.
Because
I don't understand
they're
Koppel's
upset.
beef. Nightline without Koppel, it was more successful than it was with Koppel.
This is about the elitist snobbery, the monarchy having to realize and not liking the fact that barbarians and peasants have taken over. We're the commoners, you guys.
Well, that's
and
true.
that is the thing that they can't stand.
If there ever were a
it's happened in politics, and it's happening here.
Tammy Ellis is right on it. If there ever were a barbarian taken over, you're looking at it. Okay? So that is true.
Well, it's the Irish. That's all of us Irish.
But listen, Tammy, I don't think we need to choose here. I mean, these are both legitimate ways to run a news operation.
Koppel doesn't think so.
No, Koppel's wrong about that. I'm saying...
Say that again.
I'm saying Koppel is wrong about that, O'Reilly, and you should listen to me, but don't get in the frame of mind of thinking there's something outmoded or inappropriate about that traditional stuff.
Would you see, though, that Koppel's smarter than you?
I would not say that.
Okay,
no, I would never say that.
Well, I would see that, he's at least my intellectual equal.
I would agree with that.
Okay. So he's desperately wrong, according to you. Why is he desperately wrong?
No, I think that he's stuck in the past, right?
Stuck.
He can only see one way of doing this game. And in fact, we've proven here, and proven elsewhere in the last 10 or 15 years, that there's more than one way to play this game.
Tammy, I don't know why a guy as smart as Ted Koppel is taking this position, other than, as Ellis points out, he's stuck in the past. He won't see it objectively.
Well, no, they don't look, this is one element. What they're seeing now is this major cultural transformation that was manifested to some degree in the midterms. Remember, just a couple weeks ago, Katie Couric Katie Couric was told a reporter that she was looking forward to going into the Midwest to mingle with the unwashed masses. I mean, this is a group of people in broadcast news.
She said that? Couric said that?
Oh yeah.